All right, let's jump right in. What on earth could a confused AI and a Hollywood blockbuster possibly have in common? I know, it sounds a little out there, right? But today, we're going to explore how the complete chaos of one actually reveals the hidden genius of the other. We're talking chaos, order, and what it all teaches us about how to really communicate. So imagine this. You ask your friendly neighborhood AI for a new pizza topping. You're thinking maybe some prosciutto, maybe some goat cheese. What you are probably not expecting is this little piece of culinary advice. Add non-toxic glue to your pizza. And yes, that is a 100% real suggestion that a major AI actually gave someone. Now, this wasn't some tiny tech demo in a lab. In 2024, this advice came straight from Google's big new AI overview feature. And as you can probably guess, social media had an absolute field day with it. It sparked this huge conversation about what happens when our smartest technology gets things so wrong. And that brings us right to our first section, when AI gets it wrong. We're going to look at a few more of these, well, truly mind-boggling AI hallucinations. And the pizza glue thing? Oh, it wasn't a fluke. The same AI tool also confidently suggested people should eat 1 rock a day for its mineral content. It recommended adding gasoline to spaghetti for a little extra kick, and it even used US dollars as a unit of measurement for weight. This shows a complete and total breakdown in understanding context, jokes, and, basic human safety. Okay, so it's hilarious, right? It's easy to laugh at this stuff. But underneath all the absurdity, these mistakes point to a much deeper, much more important question. What do these massive failures actually teach us about what makes communication work in the first place? Well, to answer that, we have to look away from the digital chaos and turn to an industry that is completely obsessed with perfect, crystal clear communication. To really understand the failure, we need a blueprint for success. And we're going to find it in maybe the last place you'd ever think to look: a Hollywood movie script. So that brings us to our next section, an unlikely blueprint. We're about to see how the super rigid, kind of old-fashioned rules of screenwriting are actually designed to create the one thing AI is desperately missing: absolute, total clarity. So here's the most important thing you need to get about a screenplay. It's not really a story, not like a novel is. It's an instructional document. It's a technical, practical blueprint engineered so that hundreds of people, directors, actors, costume designers, you name it, can all look at the exact same page and know exactly what needs to happen. No exceptions. So let's put these two worlds side by side. First up, context versus chaos. This is all about why just knowing where and when something is happening changes literally everything. And this just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the AI's approach. It's like a giant vacuum cleaner, sucking up everything on the internet, satire, old forum posts, scientific papers, and just mashing it all together. But on the right, you have the screenplay's incredibly simple solution, the slug line. Just that one line in all caps, "Inti kitchen day," and instantly every single person on that film set knows precisely where they are and when it is. Zero ambiguity, total clarity. And this obsession with clarity, it's baked right into the DNA of the page. Every single element has one job and one job only. The scene heading tells you where and when. The action lines tell you what happens. The character cues tell you who's talking. And the dialogue is, well, what they say. It's a perfect, closed system where nothing is left to chance. Okay, let's look at another huge difference here. Let's talk about truth versus fabrication and the incredibly high cost of getting it wrong. This is where AI's wild imagination goes from being kind of funny to actually dangerous. A lawyer working on a real case used ChatGPT for research. The AI was super helpful. It gave him 6 different legal cases that backed up his argument perfectly, complete with official-sounding names and citations. The only tiny problem, every single one of them was completely made up. And the consequences were very real. The court publicly called out the lawyer for, and I'm quoting here, relying on a source that had revealed itself to be unreliable. This gets right to the heart of the problem. AI can state pure fiction with the exact same confident tone it uses for proven facts. A screenplay, though, it can't afford that kind of guesswork, not even a little. It absolutely has to be the single source of truth for the entire production. I mean, everyone, from the director planning shots to the accountant figuring out the budget, is counting on that script being 100% accurate from page 1 all the way to the end. This obsession with reliability even gets down to the nitty-gritty of logistics. For decades, screenwriting has followed this simple but incredibly powerful rule of thumb: the 1 page per minute rule. And this isn't just some quaint tradition. It is a rock-solid logistical tool. It means a producer can pick up a 112-page script and know with a pretty high degree of certainty that the movie's going to be about an hour and 52 minutes long. And that one piece of information drives scheduling, pacing, and of course the budget. It turns art into a predictable plan. So we've talked about context, we've talked about truth, but that brings us to the biggest piece of the puzzle, the thing that really matters: the human factor. This is where we move beyond just raw information and into the world of meaning and intent. There's this amazing saying in the screenwriting world that I think just nails it. It goes, "Formatting's greatest achievement is invisibility." And that's really the whole point, isn't it? All those strict rules, the all caps, the specific fonts, the margins, they aren't the point. They exist for one reason: to become so normal, so invisible, that the reader completely forgets they're even there, so they can focus only on what's truly human: the story, the characters, the subtext, the emotion. The structure is just there to serve the art. Which kind of leaves us with this one big, fascinating question to chew on. AI is getting scary good at learning rules. It could master the format of a screenplay in like a nanosecond. But even as it masters the rigid structure of a story, will it ever be able to understand the messy, beautiful, and deeply human art that the structure is meant to hold?